I've been going to these clubs. But you'd know that, wouldn't you? Oh. This friend from work, Veronica, she invited me. We do salsa classes together. I knew she did something else. She's single, but we'd never really talked about it. I'd never been to anything like that before. I'd seen a few pictures, but I didn't have a clue what went on. Anyway, I said I would go, so I did. I was really nervous the first time. Well, I mean, hands up, who's been to a fetish club? See? Well, nor had I. Anyway, this night, the taxi arrives and the driver opens the door. And I'm expecting to see my mate Veronica sitting in the back. Well, she wasn't there. Mistress Mayhem was there, and she looked amazing. She had on these sexy black thigh-length boots with a 9-inch heel, fishnet stockings, hot pants, black leather bodice, top hat, and a crop. My God, Veronica, you look fantastic. Well, I got into the taxi, and the moment I sat down, the driver started licking my shoes. Well, I didn't know what to do. I just let him do it. Ah, yeah, that's Richard, foot fetish. The higher the heel, the more he loves it. Boom! She boots him out of the taxi. Oh my God, you're gonna hurt him. That's the idea, darling. He's my slave. Being in a black cab driven by one of Mistress Mayhem's slaves made it feel like there was a whole network of people involved from the public services. Everybody knows, but nobody talks about it. The unsaid, and Mistress Mayhem had a key to it all. Every now and then she would make the driver stop and demand cigarettes or a drink. And when he would come back with the stuff, she would say, I do hope you're not trying to make me late with all of this stopping. I don't like to be late. Lateness has to be punished. Now drive. First rule of dominatrix, you don't care. I was beginning to get it. I was looking forward to the club. I imagined this big glitzy, glamorous palace with flashing lights, slaves on the door and a big gong. It was below a Turkish kebab shop on the Kilburn High Road. We went down these steps and this man rushes in front of us, all urgent like, and bangs on the door. Strange, I thought. Didn't look much like a slave. Had a beautiful pinstripe suit on, carrying a case. And I'm thinking, is he part of the public services? The door opens and we all go in. It's like a dungeon. Low ceilings, low lighting. Everything was red. Red furniture, red walls. There were these beams of light and people seemed to lean into the light and then disappear into the dark. There were men crawling all over the floor, techno music pumping, everybody dressed up and posing. My God, it was warm in there. I went over to the bar where Mistress Mayhem was talking to these people. Hi, Alice and George. He had on one of those masks, you know, the full-face skimp mask, hole here, 2 holes here, dog collar and a chain attached to her. She had the shocked look, transparent dress and a red PVC cape. Yeah, well, they may have looked weird, but they were lovely people. We talked about all sorts, gardening mostly, but they were really lovely. Told me how long they'd been doing it. No, not gardening. How many other clubs they'd been to. And they were just great. And I'm thinking, this is brilliant. I'm really relaxed. Nothing wrong with this place. Just like any other club, just a different dress code. Then I hear this voice. I've been a very naughty boy. It was a little old man, and he was strung up against the wall with a very heavy weight around his balls, pulling them down. Do you think I've been punished enough, mistress? Or should I be punished some more? He's talking to me. No. I think that's enough. Suddenly, I can see it all going on around me. Whippings, clampings, high heels being dug into bits and pieces. This man next to me was being seen to by a mistress. It was the man at the door in the suit. You'd never have thought it. Nice suit down to his ankle and a dildo shoved up his arse. I kept thinking, where's it going? This thing was bloody massive. It just kept going up and up and up. Whoosh. Mistress Mayhem was in the corner whipping the nipple clampers. You've got to be careful with these whips, right? It's an art. You can't leave a mark. Yes, a slave needs beating, but a dead slave is no good to anybody. It's all going on around me, and nobody is batting an eyelid. It's brilliant! I mean, I'm 40 and I thought I knew what I liked sexually, but now I just feel like I've woken up. Not that I'm into whipping. I mean, each to their own, and that's what's brilliant about this fetish thing. You're not judged on what you're into. And it's just so open. Sex is sex. It doesn't come with all of that emotion. And they are such lovely people. No, they are. I've been back a few times since then. I've even bought myself one of those all-in-one leather cat suits. That's when I met Tina. The first night I wore it, the goddess, they call her. She works the long whip, you know, the circus style. She can do several people at once. Now, this is going to hurt. And if I hear a sound from any one of you, I'm going to punish you. I think I heard a noise. Which one of you made a noise? Being brave, are we? Well, I should give you something to be brave about. Now bend over. All of you. And say thank you. Everybody loved her. After the whipping, she would come and sit next to me. I loved it. I felt special. You know when you've got that chemistry with someone and you can't stop smiling? Everything about her was magic, powerful, yet she made me feel completely at ease. It wasn't sexual, well, not at first. Then one night, she just came out with it. I know. Let's have a threesome.